Latest trends in IT. Dear friends, in this chapter, you will be explained regarding the information about current happenings and future trends in IT, communication and networking sectors, and how IT can help you to be more productive in daily life. This chapter also explains some common computer uses like how to write a CD or how to protect your computer for virus, etc., with a special focus on Windows 10 operating system features. In this chapter, you will explore about latest trends in IT, DVD writing, burning, virus protection, getting more productivity from computer, latest terms and technologies, device types and form factors, mobile operating systems, types of app stores, mobile communication technologies, latest processor technologies, DVD writing, burning. If your computer includes a CD or DVD recorder, you can copy files to a writable disk. This process is called burning a disk. In Windows 10, you can write DVD in Windows Media Player. This method is free, but your files must be in the format that Windows Media Player supports. You will not be able to add menus or graphics to customize the DVD disk. Also, DVD making, that is, writing process, is a little bit long. So wait enough time before DVD making is finished. Steps to burn DVDs. Here we will discuss basic steps of CD DVD burning. The steps to write or burn a DVD CD using Windows 10 inbuilt utility is: open Windows Media Player. In the Windows Media Player library, tap or click the Burn tab. Tap or click the Burn Options button and then tap or click Data DVD. Insert a blank disk into your DVD driver. If you see the list from your last selection and want to start a new list, tap or click the Clear List button to remove the previous one. Find the items in your player library that you want to burn to the disk. Drag items from the Details pane in the middle of the player library to the List pane on the right side of the player library to create a burn list. If you want to change the order of the items in the burn list, drag the item up or down in the list. If you want to remove an item from the burn list, double tap or right click the item and then tap or click Remove from list. When you are happy with the list, tap or click Start button. Virus protection. Windows Defender. Windows 10 has built-in real-time antivirus, just as Windows 8 did. It automatically runs in the background, ensuring all Windows users have a baseline level of antivirus protection. This basic inbuilt product is named Windows Defender. Like other anti-malware applications, Windows Defender automatically runs in the background, scanning files when they are accessed and before you open them. It will only pop up and inform you when it finds a malware. It won't even ask you what you want to do with the malicious software it finds. It will clean it up and quarantine the files automatically. You'll see a malware detected notification saying Windows Defender is taking action to clean detected malware or detected threats are being cleaned. It will appear in the notification center too. Antivirus definition updates will automatically arrive through Windows Update and be installed like any other system update. These types of updates don't require rebooting your computer. You don't need to worry about updating Windows Defender. You can turn off real-time protection temporarily by selecting the Start icon button and then selecting Settings, Update and Security, Windows Defender. Windows Firewall. Windows Firewall filters info coming into your PC from the internet, blocking potentially harmful programs. To turn it off, go to the search box and type Firewall. Then select Windows Firewall. Turn Windows Firewall on or off. Getting more productivity from computer. With respect to Windows 10 operating system and keeping in mind the most useful inbuilt features of operating system that can be put to use by a normal user, we will explore major productive uses of Windows 10 computer. The more you use Cortana, the more personalized your experience will be. To get started, type a question in the search box on the taskbar or select the microphone icon and talk to Cortana. Typing works for all types of PCs, but you need a mic to talk. Backup and restore. It's always good to have a backup. Keep copies of your files on another drive in case something happens to the originals. Select the Start icon button. Then select Settings. Update and Security. Backup. Add a drive and choose an external drive or network location for your backups. Restore your files. If you are missing an important file or folder, here's you will be explained how to get it back. Search for Restore Files from the taskbar and select Restore Your Files with File History. Look for the file you need and then use the arrows to see all its versions. When you find the version you want, select the Restore button to save it in its original location. To save it in a different place, right-click or press and hold the Restore button. Select Restore to and then choose a new location. Screencast. Miracast is the technology Microsoft uses in Windows to wirelessly push or mirror your screen and audio to a remote screen or monitor. To make it work, you need a wireless receiver attached to the remote screen like Microsoft Wireless Display Adapter. In Windows 10, all device connection actions, including projecting your screen, is now part of the Connect settings. To get to it quickly, just tap or click the Action Center and locate the Connect button. Now, let's understand the Microsoft SmartScreen Filter. SmartScreen Online Services, that is, feature of Edge browser, help to protect you and your device from unsafe web contents or malicious software. SmartScreen Filter helps detect phishing websites. SmartScreen Filter can also help protect you from installing malicious software or malware, which are programs that demonstrate illegal, viral, fraudulent, or malicious behavior. File sharing. Share button. If you are browsing through your photos in File Explorer, when you see an adorable picture of your baby that you absolutely must upload to Facebook right now, on Windows 10, you can share directly from the File Explorer with the new Share button. You can share any file type, although you cannot share any file type with any app. Windows Store for apps. You can get free mobile apps, that is mobile applications and games in Windows Store. To find the store, select the Start icon button. Then select Store, Windows Store logo or select it from the taskbar. You'll need an internet connection and Microsoft account for this. Use search to quickly find what you are looking for or browse top charts, categories and custom collections. When you find something you want, choose it and then select free if it is free, the price or try if it is a paid app. Buy once, enjoy anywhere on any compatible device, phone, laptop, desktop or Xbox. Windows Hello. Windows Hello is more personal way to sign into your Windows 10 devices with just a look or a touch. You'll get enterprise grade security without having to type in a password. Windows Hello, part of Windows 10, is a new way to sign into your devices, apps, online services and networks. Windows Hello works with a credential technology called Microsoft Passport that's easier, more convenient and more secure than using a password because it uses biometric authentication. You sign in with your face, iris, that is thin, circular structure in the eye, or fingerprint or a pin. Windows Passport. Microsoft Passport will work by having you authenticate your identity and that you have the device in your possession. If the device has Windows Hello compatible hardware, then it will use biometrics to verify your identity on that device. Once that is done and you are properly authenticated, then you can sites and services that use the same validation technology. Microsoft Passport also enables Windows 10 mobile devices to be used as a remote credential when signing into Windows 10 PCs. Skype Integration. Do you want to send quick messages from your PC to your family while you are working? Need help cooking at home and want to show your sister exactly what you are seeing with a couple clicks? Now you can connect with them straight from your PC's taskbar. Microsoft has built selected Skype video calling and messaging features like one-to-one messaging, calling and emoticons into native Windows 10 apps to make communicating from your desktop quick and easy. OneDrive, cloud-based file sharing. Get to your files from anywhere on any device with Microsoft OneDrive. Share and work together with anyone in your work and life. OneDrive has become an important part of Microsoft's platform, and in Windows 10, it's baked right into the operating system. You are set up for it when you log in with a Microsoft account, and you'll find the storage available in File Explorer. There is no app to open, download or install. It's just there from the start for you to use. OneDrive's major benefit is that it syncs across platforms and integrates with the services and applications you already use, including Windows, Office, Outlook, Cortana and more to follow. Wi-Fi Sense. Windows 10 comes with a new feature called Wi-Fi Sense, which lets your PC automatically connect to Wi-Fi networks that your friends and acquaintances have previously connected to, even if you don't know the network password. By default, it will not share Wi-Fi passwords with anyone else. For every network you join, you'll be asked if you want to share it with your friends or social networks. As per Microsoft, Wi-Fi Sense only shares your passwords with direct friends, contacts and not friends of friends. For example, if Rahul shares a passkey with Vikram via Wi-Fi Sense, Vikram cannot then use Wi-Fi Sense to share Rahul's passkey with his friend Narendra. Maps. Maps is your guide to everywhere. Find your way with voice navigation and turn-by-turn driving, transit and walking directions. Search for places to get directions, business info and reviews. As the Maps app is shipped along with Windows 10, you just have to launch the app from Start menu or searching for Maps using the search functionality. If you are launching the Map app for the first time, you need an active internet connection in order to download maps which are relevant to your location. The new Maps app can run on all Windows 10 devices, from PCs to mobiles and everything else in between. Snap Assist. With Windows 10, you have the option to place up to 4 windows on a single screen. If you have a multiple monitor setup, this also means you can have up to 4 windows running on each screen. But getting the hang of using Windows 10 Snap Assist takes practice. The ability to have multiple apps running on a single screen allows you to be more productive. You can write a document in one window, watch your Twitter feed in another, and so on. Speech recognition. Windows Speech Recognition lets you control your PC with your voice alone without needing a keyboard or mouse. There's a wizard to help you get started. Just plug in your microphone and then in the search box on the taskbar, type Speech Recognition and select Windows Speech Recognition. After you complete the wizard, you can walk through a tutorial to learn voice commands and train your PC to recognize your voice. For additional options, type Control Panel in the search box on the taskbar and select Control Panel. Then select Ease of Access, Speech Recognition. Latest terms and technologies. In this section, we have shortlisted some latest terms and technologies from the areas of IT, electronics technology, and communication areas, so that you can have a basic overview, updated of industry trends and buzzwords. 3D printing. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, that is AM, refers to various processes used to synthesize a three-dimensional object. In 3D printing, successive layers of materials are formed under computer control to create an object. These objects can be of almost any shape or geometry and are produced from a 3D model or other electronic data source. A 3D printer is a type of industrial robot. Using the power of the internet, it may eventually be possible to send a blueprint of any product to any place in the world to be replicated by a 3D printer with elemental inks, capable of being combined into any material substance of any desired form. 4K and 8K display, UHD, ultra high definition. The latest development in TV display field is ultra high definition television, also known as Ultra HD, UHD and UHD TV. Two resolutions are defined as UHD TV. 4K UHD TV, that is 2160 pixels, is 3840 pixels wide by 2160 pixels tall, that is 8.29 megapixels, which is 4 times as many pixels as 1920 into 1080, that is 2.07 megapixels. 8K UHD TV, that is 4320 pixels, is 7680 pixels wide by 4320 pixels tall, that is 33.18 megapixels, which is 16 times as many pixels and 4 times the special resolution of current 1080 pixels HD TV. Artificial intelligence, defined as the part of computer science concerned with designing systems that exhibit the characteristics associated with human intelligence, understanding language, learning, reasoning, solving problems, etc. For example, robotics, Apple's Siri and Google Now. AR, Augmented Reality. Augmented reality, that is AR, example Google Glass, Microsoft HoloLens, etc., is a live, direct or indirect view of a physical, real-world environment whose elements are augmented or supplemented by computer-generated sensory input such as sound, video, graphics or GPS data. In this, a view of reality is modified, possibly even diminished rather than augmented by a computer. As a result, the technology functions by enhancing one's current perception of reality. Augmentation is conventionally in real time and in semantic context with environmental elements, such as sports scores on TV during a match. With the help of advanced AR technology, artificial information about the environment and its objects can be overlaid on the real world. Google Glass. Google Glass is a headset or optical head-mounted display that is worn like a pair of eyeglasses. It was developed with the mission of producing a ubiquitous computer. Google Glass displays information in a smartphone like hands-free format. Wearers communicated with the internet via natural language voice commands. Smart wearable computer. Use of BAN. Wearable computers, also known as body-worn computers or wearables, are miniature electronic devices that are worn by the wearer underneath or on the top of clothing. This class of wearable technology has been developed for general or special purpose information technologies and media development. One of the main features of a wearable computer is consistency. There is a constant interaction between the computer and user. That is, there is no need to turn the device on or off. Another feature is the ability to multitask. For example, Apple Watch, Samsung Gear, Fitbit Activity Tracker, Google Glass. Smart wearable computer typically uses BAN, that is, Body Area Network, to communicate. BAN devices or sensors may be embedded inside the body. Implants may be surface mounted on the body in a fixed position. Big data. Big data is a term that describes the large volume of data, both structured and unstructured, that inundates a business on a day-to-day basis. But it's not the amount of data that's important. It's what organizations do with the data that matters. Big data can be analyzed for insights that lead to better decisions and strategic business moves. You can take data from any source and analyze it to find answers that enable cost reductions, time reductions, new product development and optimized offerings, smart decision making. Drone, unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV. An unmanned aerial vehicle, that is UAV, commonly known as a drone and also referred by several other names, is an aircraft without a human pilot aboard. The flight of UAVs may be controlled either autonomously by onboard computers or by the remote control of a pilot on the ground or in another vehicle. Unmanned aerial vehicles have mostly found in military and special operation applications, but also are increasingly finding uses in civil applications, such as policing, logistics, surveillance, and firefighting, and non-military security work, such as inspection of power or pipelines. Tip: for Windows and Android operating systems based devices, recommended browser is Google Chrome. You should set it as your default browser as it is much more convenient due to seamless integration with other Google-based services. For Mac and iPhone devices, Safari is the most recommended browser. IoT, Internet of Things. The Internet of Things, that is IoT, is the network of physical objects or things embedded with electronics, software, sensors, and network connectivity which enables these objects to collect and exchange data over the cloud. The Internet of Things, that is IoT, is an environment in which objects, animals, or people are provided with unique identifiers and the ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human-to-human or human-to-computer interaction. IoT has evolved from the convergence of wireless technologies, micro-electromechanical systems, that is MEMS, and the Internet. The Internet of Things really comes together with the connection of sensors and machines. The Internet of Things basically revolves around increased machine-to-machine communication, that is M2M. Li-Fi. Li-Fi is the use of the visible light portion of the electromagnetic spectrum to transmit information at very high speeds. This is in contrast to established forms of wireless communication, such as Wi-Fi, which use traditional radio frequency, that is RF signals, to transmit data. It is so far measured to be about 100 times faster than some Wi-Fi implementations, reaching speeds of 224 gigabits per second. VR, Virtual Reality. VR, that is immersive multimedia, involves using computer technology to create a simulated 3D world that a user can manipulate and explore while feeling as if he were in that world, used in games, training, etc. Typically, a VR experience includes the following three components: 3D images that appear to be life-sized from user perspective, ability to track user's motions, particularly his head and eye, so as to adjust the images on user's display to reflect change in perspective. Few examples are Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, PlayStation VR, Google Cardboard. Wireless charging, also called inductive charging. Wireless charging is just what it sounds like, a way to charge your phone, tablet, or other device without using any wires. Wireless charging is as simple as placing your device on a charging pad and letting the magic happen. The charger itself is of course connected to a power source, but your device doesn't have to be physically plugged in. More and more Android devices are supporting wireless charging, and it's likely that soon all Android devices will support this method. Wireless charging is still less efficient and more costly than standard charging over a wire. Smartphones, mobile operating systems, app stores, mobile communication technologies. Under this section, we will learn about the basics of smart devices, different form factors of phones, smartphones, types of mobile OS, app platforms, and also latest mobile communication technologies. Device types and form factors. Based on various factor and use cases, mobile communication entertainment devices can be broadly classified into following major categories. Feature phone. A feature phone is a class of mobile phone to describe low-end mobile phones which are limited in capabilities in contrast to a modern smartphone. Feature phones typically provide voice calling and text messaging functionality, in addition to basic multimedia and internet capabilities and other services offered by the user's wireless service provider. Feature phones are marketed as a lower-cost alternative to smartphones, especially in emerging markets. Smartphone. A smartphone is a mobile phone with an advanced mobile operating system which combines features of a personal computer operating system with other features useful for mobile or handheld use. They typically combine the features of a cell phone with those of other popular mobile devices such as Personal Digital Assistant, that is PDA, media player and GPS navigation unit. Most smartphones can access the internet, have a touchscreen user interface with a Gorilla Glass protection, can run third-party apps, music players, and have camera phones. Most recent smartphones also have high-speed mobile broadband 4G LTE internet, motion sensors, and mobile payment options. iPods. iPod is a line of portable media players and multipurpose pocket computers designed and marketed by Apple Inc. Like other digital music players, iPods can serve as external data storage devices. Tablets. A tablet computer, commonly shortened to tablet, is a mobile computer with a touchscreen display, circuitry and battery in a single device. Tablets come equipped with sensors, including cameras, a microphone, and an accelerometer. And the touchscreen display uses the recognition of finger or stylus gestures, replacing the usage of the mouse and keyboard. They usually feature on-screen pop-up virtual keyboards for typing. Tablets may have physical buttons for basic features, such as speaker volume and power, and ports for network communications and battery charging. Tablets are typically larger than smartphones with screens 7 inches, that is 18 centimeters, or even larger. Measured diagonally, examples include Apple iPad, Microsoft Surface, etc. Mobile operating systems. A mobile operating system, also called a mobile OS, is an operating system that is specifically designed to run on mobile devices such as mobile phones, smartphones, PDAs, tablet computers, and other handheld devices. The mobile operating system is the software platform on top of which other programs called application programs can run on mobile devices. Google's Android OS. Android OS is owned by Google and powered by the Linux kernel, which can be found on a wide range of devices. Android is an open-source operating system which allows developers to access unlocked hardware and develop new programs as they wish. Android is currently the dominant smartphone platform due to its tremendous traction with a wide spectrum of users. Some of the best features of Android include the ability to customize multiple home screens with useful widgets and apps that give you quicker, easier access to the content and functions you most care about. It also has an excellent capacity for multitasking, with the ability to close programs by simply swiping them away. Last but not least, the Android market, which is the Android equivalent of the Apple App Store, is home to millions of apps, many of which are completely free. Apple's iOS. The Apple iOS multi-touch, multitasking operating system is what runs the Apple's iPhone, iPad and iPod. A special version of the software is what powers the Apple Watch 2. iOS responds to the user's touch, allowing you to tap on the screen to open a program. Pinch your fingers together to minimize or enlarge an image, or swipe your finger across the screen to change pages. The Apple iOS is not allowed to be used in third-party systems, so you will only be able to use it on products made by Apple. It comes with the Safari web browser for internet use, an iPod application for playing music, and Apple's Mail for managing your emails. Microsoft Windows 10 Mobile. Windows 10 Mobile is from Microsoft. It is closed source and proprietary. It has the third largest installed base on smartphones behind Android and iOS. Phone includes a user interface inspired by Microsoft's Metro design language. It is integrated with Microsoft services such as OneDrive and Office, Xbox Music, Xbox Video, Xbox Live Games and Bing, but also integrates with many other non-Microsoft services such as Facebook and Google accounts. Types of app stores. A mobile app is a computer program designed to run on mobile devices such as smartphones and tablet computers. Most such devices are sold with several apps bundled as pre-installed software such as a web browser, email client, calendar, mapping program and an app for buying music or other media, or more apps. Some pre-installed apps can be removed by an ordinary uninstall process, thus leaving more storage space for desired ones. Apps that are not pre-installed are usually available through distribution platforms called app stores. Some apps are free while others must be bought. Usually they are downloaded from the platform to a target device. The term app is a shortening of the term application software. With reference to three major mobile operating systems as discussed in last section, we will discuss three major app stores. Google Play Store. Google Play is an international online software store developed by Google for Android devices. It opened in October 2008. It serves as the official app store for the Android operating system, allowing users to browse and download applications developed with the Android SDK and published through Google. Google Play also serves as a digital media store, offering music, magazines, books, movies, and television programs. Apple's App Store for iOS ignited the mobile revolution and was opened on July 10, 2008. The service allows users to purchase and download new apps for their device through either the App Store on the device or through the iTunes Store on the iTunes desktop software. Windows Store. Windows Store is an app store for Microsoft Windows 10 Mobile. It is the primary means of distributing Metro-style apps, although traditional desktop apps can also be listed on it. Both free and paid apps can be distributed through Windows Store. Now let's see how to install an app. With above backdrop, we will take example of Google Play Store and show you how to easily install an app on your Android smartphone. The primary way you'll install apps on Android is by firing up the inbuilt Play Store app on your phone or tablet. You'll find the Play Store in your app drawer and likely on your default home screen. You can also open it by tapping the shopping bag-like icon at the top right corner of the app drawer. Once in the store, browse or search for an app and tap the install button to install it. The process to install a gaming app is depicted below. Mobile communication technologies. In this section, we will learn latest wireless communication technologies for mobile devices. 3G. Third generation. This generation set the standards for most of the wireless technology we have come to know and love. Web browsing, email, video downloading, picture sharing and other smartphone technology were introduced in the third generation. 3G should be capable of handling around 2 megabits per second. 4G, fourth generation. The speed and standards of this technology of wireless needs to be at least 100 megabits per second and up to 1 gigabit per second to pass as 4G. It also needs to share the network resources to support more simultaneous connections on the cell. As it develops, 4G could surpass the speed of the average wireless broadband home internet connection. Few devices are capable of the full throttle yet. Coverage of true 4G is limited to large metropolitan areas. For now, 4G is simply a little faster than 3G. 4G LTE. This buzzword is a version of 4G that is becoming the latest advertised technology, but still not true 4G as the standards are set. When talking about 4G, things can get a little confusing. Basically, there is 4G and 4G LTE. Many people consider LTE to be true 4G technology. Generally, if a cellular provider describes a 4G network without mentioning LTE, they are probably talking about a high-speed packet access, that is HSPA network. The HSPA network is a faster version of the 3G GSM network. While not as fast as an LTE network, it is still faster than a 3G network. Since LTE is still relatively new, the cellular providers have not fully built out their LTE network. NFC. Near Field Communication. Use of Android Beam. Near Field Communication, that is NFC, is a set of wireless communication protocols that enable two electronic devices, one of which is usually a portable device such as a smartphone, to establish communication by bringing them within 10 centimeters, that is 4 inches of each other. NFC allows you to share small payloads of data between an NFC tag and an Android-powered device or between two Android-powered devices. NFC-equipped Android smartphones and other devices can exchange information with each other with a simple tap or wave. It can be enabled under Settings menu of your latest Android smartphone. An Android Beam utility can be used to share the files. NFC is really a newer version or extension of RFID. RFID waves can have very long ranges, while NFC limits the range of communication to within 4 inches. This makes NFC perfect for more secure applications like paying for things or securely logging in at a location. Mobile Wi-Fi hotspot and tethering. A hotspot is a physical location that offers internet access over a wireless local area network, that is WLAN, through the use of a router connected to a link to an internet service provider. Hotspots typically use Wi-Fi technology. Many Wi-Fi adapters built into or easily added to consumer computers and mobile devices include the functionality to operate as private or mobile portable hotspot, sometimes referred to as MiFi. The use of a private hotspot to enable other personal devices to access the WAN, usually but not always the internet, is a form of bridging and known as tethering. After Wi-Fi hotspot tethering and connecting to the mobile phone data network, the smartphone can distribute its internet connection to several clients via Wi-Fi connection. Any Wi-Fi enabled computer or tablet can connect to it. And the real bonus is that the Wi-Fi router is inside your phone, so there is no extra stuff to carry with you. Latest processor technologies. A processor is the logic circuitry that responds to and processes the basic instructions that drive a computer. The term processor has generally replaced the term central processing unit, that is CPU. The processor in a personal computer or embedded in small devices is often called a microprocessor. Computer processors, in fact, form the fundamental backbone of all the computing power and cutting-edge features that we see nowadays in smart devices. The processor technology advancement is mostly based on Moore's law. Moore's law takes its name from former Intel CEO Gordon Moore, who predicted in 1965 that the number of transistors on integrated circuits would continue to double every other year, which in other words means computing power doubles every 18 months. Intel Corp. In this section, we will only talk about current and upcoming Intel, since Intel Corp is world's largest and most popular semiconductor chip maker based processor technologies as applicable to desktop or PC devices. Since 1974, Intel has been making different class and generations of processors. But with the success of PC or desktop class of devices and association with Microsoft, Intel processors became very popular among the masses. In terms of future, Intel is expected to launch Cannon Lake class of processors, that is, first 8-core CPU by 2017, featuring 10 nm manufacturing process.